Capricorn, welcome back. This is A from High Five Sci Five Sarah, and this is your Sun, Moon, Rising Sign, and Venus general reading for June 2024 for the sign of Capricorn. Please take what resonates and leave what doesn't. If it doesn't resonate, that's okay. Perhaps next month's message is too warm for you, but I've always believed in synchronicity, so there must be something in here that you need to hear today. Thank you for being here and welcome back. The continuation is in the link in the description box below. One more oracle card for you, and you could also scroll down at the end of the page so you could make your own 3-card spread. Just make sure that you set an intention before you shuffle so you wouldn't find yourself reshuffling it all over again just to get the answer that you want to hear. You could book a one-on-one reading if you want to go in depth in your situation. Okay. What is this all about? Oh, a tower moment, make or break situation. Capricorn, it seems like at first this was the first card that popped up, and I kind of feel that this is you achieving all that you want in life, chasing after your dreams. This is an epitome of a strong, independent woman. There's so much power around you, but the good thing is that you have this June, you have a perfect mix of a grounding force, very Capricorn. You are balancing practicality with your ambition, and you are in your power, Capricorn, because that's what a Capricorn essentially functions. But with the Magician right here, be careful that it seems like you are you're very focused on your goals to a point that you will do everything in your power just to make it happen or just to get what you want, sometimes at the expense of others. So if you be wary if you are in this energy there, Capricorn, because if we would rank which one has a greater influence over Capricorn for this month, it would be this one: the passion, the ambition, chasing after their goals, their dreams, what they want. But the downside of that is the Magician right here. You can get everything what that you are asking for. You are in a manifesting space, but be mindful, dear Capricorn, that you are taking matters to your own hands and you are not waiting for the divine timing, blah blah blah. You're not waiting for anyone, but sometimes it pays to wait. Sometimes don't forget this energy of this grounded, receptive energy of the Queen of Coins right here. Very stable, not very anxious and worried about what would happen tomorrow if I don't take action. Sometimes you just have to wait. Something is falling apart right here, Capricorn. I'm not really sure what this is. This could be a love situation, a marriage of some sort, or a strong connection between somebody else, a soulmate connection, or a connection that you feel that was your soulmate, a person that you feel that you are in a deep soulful connection with. But the reality of it is that you're not really soulmates after all. You are not really compatible after all, and you run the risk of living in rose tinted glasses, or perhaps you're being driven by nostalgia. You stay in this relationship because you feel you have been childhood sweethearts, you've invested 5 years, 10 years of your life with this person, but everything is now changing, everything is shifting. Perhaps your personality has shifted, and you just feel like deep down inside of you, you're no longer compatible. You don't share the same values with this person anymore. And yeah, Capricorn is taking matters to her own hands. But let's see what your other cards are telling you right now. But with the Tower's presence right here in this deck, this card is Rapunzel. Somebody rescued her from the tower, but it has to crumble down, it has to fall apart so that you could make space for new beginnings. And something is crumbling around Capricorn right now, and I'm not really sure what that is. All I can see is that it has something to do with your romantic life. And not built on a solid foundation. You could be dealing with a fellow earth sign, but this could also be you being disciplined, doing all the effort to make it work, but it seems like those efforts are never enough. It's time for you to shake things up. Perhaps this is the shake up. This falling apart is the shake up. You could be dealing with an air sign, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, and they're just so over analytical, and it just doesn't land. It just doesn't make sense. Whatever they're planning to do, it just stays as a plan, and there's no action, there's no movement around that plan. It just stays as a plan, and it annoys you, dear Capricorn. And it's something that perhaps that is where the realization is coming from, that you are not truly compatible with this person, because you are an action-oriented person. It doesn't matter how slow, for as long as you take action. And this person that is focusing on happiness, this person that is annoying you right now, just wants to charge forward, and perhaps their energy of charging forward, taking action without thinking it through, is the one that is influencing you to chase after what you want to happen right now, or to take matters to your own hands. And with your grounding energy, you know that that's not the right thing to do, because you are the more methodical type of person, and you have to plan it thoroughly. If you are charging forward without a plan, then you shouldn't be charging forward after all. But if this is a love situation, perhaps your partner wants to charge forward, and you kind of get irked by that decision that they are making without your approval. And so, what's up, dear Capricorn? Somebody is very strict right now. Somebody is asserting their power and authority over the other. Be careful, dear Capricorn, that this is you, bordering bully. Aries energy, taking control, being on top of the situation. But look at him, dear Capricorn. He's just sitting right there, and it feels like this is you, Capricorn, being on top of everything, but you are not revealing your cards. You are keeping your aces in your hand, and you're bluffing, playing bluff. And just watch them crumble. That is what I am getting. Sitting on your throne, knowing that you are on top of the situation, you're not taking action. You're just waiting for things to fall apart. You're just waiting for things to crumble. You are very focused on what you want to happen, on your goals, perhaps your ambition, and you will do everything in your power to make that happen. When it comes to this other situation, perhaps this is the love situation, you couldn't care less anymore. I don't know what that is. It could be your current love situation, but it could also be a situation with the ex. Perhaps you're struggling, and it's your Schadenfreude moment. I'm not sure if I pronounce that right. It's a German word wherein you take pleasure in the misfortune of others. And I mean, if somebody would ask you, you would just say they deserve it. They've been this bish for the longest time, and they just deserve it. You are well prepared for this crumbling to happen, and you're not even sad about it. You're not even resentful, and you're not having any remorse. Not that you are a psychopath, dear Capricorn, but you know that you have done your part. You have made an effort in the past to make it work, but right now that it's on them. Whatever that is happening in their life, could be the ex's life. I mean, it's not your burden anymore, and you are choosing your peace. Other things that matter. You're choosing your happiness, and whatever it is that you feel would bring you more emotional fulfillment. What is this Prince of? For some of you, you are moving towards a fellow earth sign. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Somebody who is just like you, who shares your values, who shares your vision of the future. You're no longer why do I feel like for some of you, you are moving towards a fellow earth sign and you are leaving the air sign behind? Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, wherein you are having constant arguments with. You are choosing that person who can provide for you, one. Choosing that person who plans well, two. And choosing that person who knows how to manage resources wisely, who share the same values as you in terms of finances or in terms of resources. This person, this air sign, is picking up a fight and you will not back down. But you're choosing your peace, so you would just look at them and say nothing and wait for them to dig their own grave. Look at that. There's a door, and this is the reason why I feel that you are moving towards an earth sign, or perhaps you're in the lookout for somebody who shares your values in terms of managing resources wisely. There's a door and you're moving towards that door. There is an uncertainty behind that door, but you know that this is the path that you would want to take, or this is the path that would be right for you. Or this could also mean that you're willing to risk it all just to move towards this path, this person. I feel that this is another person. While this could also be you, somebody who is very grounded, so stable, so secure of themselves, and also financially secure. That could be you, dear Capricorn, but that could also be the person that you are moving towards. With this one coming after the Tower, I kind of feel that comes after this relationship breakdown. You are in the middle of some issues in your current relationship, perhaps most recent relationship, and you just allowed this to happen. You allowed it to fall apart because you know that behind that door is something that you believe, you have that faith in the universe, or what the universe will give you, because you just know that it's time for you to transform, it's time for you to welcome new beginnings, or it's time for you to shake things up. For the longest time, it has been this old bore, this nothing has been happening, no changes, no promises have been executed, and you just want to shake things up, and it's no longer making you happy. You are longing for that security, that stability, and you want to take in charge. You want to be in charge. You want that structure. See? Change. This is all about change. Death of a relationship, perhaps. But for some of you, with the Aeon and the death coming under the air, and the death in reverse coming under the Aeon, I kind of feel that for some of you, you are still hesitant to take that leap of faith, simply because you have invested, let's say, a decade of your life in this relationship, and there's no quitting this time around. You'd rather endure rather than leave it all behind and start anew, because you're not sure whether you will feel supported if you start anew. Okay, what else would you want Capricorn to know? What is this Knight of Swords? Okay, they'll have two cards that pop up. Okay, I strongly feel that this is an unprecedented change. The change that is happening, or the transformation that is happening around you right now, is something that you didn't expect. Perhaps you didn't expect that you are changing personalities, you are changing your priorities, you're changing your mindset. There's a shift in your perspective, dear Capricorn, and you didn't expect that this shift or this mindset change is no longer aligned with the person that you are with right now. And so the wheel is turning in your favor. There's a sudden change, sudden upheaval, as I have mentioned with the tower right here, and a sudden shift, sudden change in destiny or in your life right now. And this is something that is somehow a surprise to your person, but also a surprise to you. It's now raining, so apologies for that if it's getting too loud. But I strongly feel that you are getting out. For the longest time, perhaps you feel that you were alone, you were left out in the cold. But right now, you are thinking, you're getting past that, and you're starting to accept the reality of the situation. Perhaps accepting that you are alone in this battle after all, or perhaps accepting that I may feel alone sometimes, but the battle is not for me to carry alone. There's a support system around me, and I know that I have all the resources I need with me. But be mindful, dear Capricorn, that you are using all the resources you have around you to your advantage, and using it to manipulate the situation. So be mindful, dear. You're getting out of that worry. You may be feeling so anxious in the past. What do I have to do? My friends shouldn't know this because they might judge me. You're overthinking the situation, but right now you're starting to, slowly accepting the fact that that's just the reality of the situation, and my friends are mature enough to understand that it's no longer working. Something is no longer working. This could also mean that you are also in the process of accepting what no longer works in your life. Maybe at this point, as you listen to this reading, you're still in denial about the changes that are happening in your life, and you are still not wanting to accept the reality of the situation. And perhaps there's constant arguments, and perhaps you are in this tarot reading right now because you're asking for a sign, whether should I tell my friends, should I be honest with myself, and whatever issues or overthinking that you have that are running in your mind right now, dear Capricorn. Okay, what do you want Capricorn to know, dear universe? What do you want Capricorn to know? Too much sacrifices, dear Capricorn. Be compassionate with yourself. How can you direct the energy of compassion to yourself? Being compassionate with somebody doesn't mean you condone their behavior. Being compassionate with somebody doesn't mean that you can forget everything about it. Just because you have forgiven somebody, it doesn't mean that you can get back together with them. This could also, if you find yourself in a wounded place, you are encouraged by the universe to channel the energy of compassion and give it to yourself. You may be sacrificing way too much for others without actually thinking how to heal yourself to begin with. In what ways can you find peace? In what ways can you forgive somebody so that you could have that peace for yourself? It doesn't matter what others would tell you, actually, because it's for you. It's not their journey anyway. So yeah, I guess I would have to leave it at that, dear Capricorn. Continuation would be another oracle card, another message for you, Capricorn. So just link the blog link in the description box below, and you could see one more oracle card for you there. So I hope to see you next time, dear Capricorn. I want to thank you for being here, and see you next time. My name is A. Bye.